What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. And we are back on our creative world. And I just came here for one reason. This is going to be a real short video. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my feelings for the changes that are coming with Minecraft. As most of you probably know by now, I've recorded this video a couple of days ago from release date, just because it takes me a little while to get it edited and stuff. Things are getting really busy at work again, and I want to try to make sure that I'm able to get videos out and things like that. But by now, I'm sure all of you have heard that Mojang has been acquired by Microsoft. Now, the general consensus behind this is a very bad thing. And I don't 100% disagree, but I just kind of wanted to talk about my personal feelings on the matter and some of the things that I think a lot of times don't get thought about with regard to this type of situation. So, first off, anytime something major changes like this, obviously it is something that really affects the entire community, and it's a shock to the system because we have got to know Mojang over the last few years, and we consider them very good developers and individuals as a whole. With this sale, there are a couple of things that could be good and could be bad, and I think it's only fair that we look at both sides of it. I have not been here in so long, I have no idea where that sound is coming from. It's not good. Oh, and I broke the door. Oh well, it's fine. Fix it later. So, first off, on the bad side, which is something I think most people are fairly ready to accept the bad points about it. Microsoft now owns Minecraft. They own basically the game and everything, and that is bad to a lot of people, specifically because we've seen how Microsoft deals with games in the past, especially games that weren't theirs originally, just stuff that they acquired. And we find that sometimes they do things that are less than what we would consider would be appropriate. And so there's a lot of concern that they're going to make the game like a lot of their other Microsoft games, where it's where you have to pay for each release, or they won't be advancing the game anymore. It'll be DLCs and things like that. All of that is possible, and I do understand where that level of anger can come from with that, because we've had this amazing game for so long that we all love and like very much, and then to see it get changed into this thing where you have to basically license it and pay for it every single year and things like that. That could be very devastating to the community, and we're all very concerned about that. I'm not going to hide that point of contention. I'm very worried about that as well. But at the same time, too, there's other things we need to look at. They could this could actually be a good thing. Now, don't get me wrong, I think that anytime a small company like Mojang dies, it's never a good thing. But what I'm specifically talking about is good for the game itself. One of the things about Mojang is that they're a very small development team, and while they did amazing work, they were very small, and they struggled a lot to make this amazing game that we all love and play. If they had a larger development team, if they had a larger amount of coders, I think the game could be something really amazing. And that is what Microsoft can bring to the table. I'm not saying they will. I'm not saying they're going to be right about it, but I'm saying that that's something that could happen. They could bring an amazing group of developers to the game and really help it progress to the next level. and the game could stay exactly as it is. You pay for it once and it's yours forever. And then you get all the updates that go along with it. I certainly hope that that is the case. That would make me very, very happy if that's what Microsoft decided to do, where the game just continues like it has. It's just under new ownership. That would be great. Will that happen? I don't know. Nobody knows. I think a lot of the anger that's really come out with regard to this comes down to two things. One of which was the community wasn't consulted. And here's the thing about this. This is a privately held company. They can do whatever they want to do. Okay, I accept that, and for the most part, most people understand that. But this has really transcended more than just being a game to a lot of people. And in a lot of ways, I feel that way too. That this isn't some third-rate game that can just go away overnight. And I don't think it will go away overnight. This is one of those games that is going to be played for a long time, regardless of whether Microsoft really wants it to or not. I really do feel that way. That if Microsoft decided tomorrow that they are going to kill off Minecraft, there will certainly be versions of the 1.8 jar that would be modified to work without server authentication, and then you would modify the server files and make it to where you could continue to play the game without contacting a Microsoft or a Mojang server. So, while I never approve of things like that, sometimes it becomes necessary. And, one of the things that we always talk about when it comes to piracy is if you give people a legal means of doing something, they're much more likely to take the legal means because it's easier than to do illegal means. But if you make it to where the only option they have is to do something illegal, then people aren't above doing that. If that's what it takes, it should never get to that point where you are forced to do something illegal to continue to do what you have been doing. And so I hope that doesn't happen. I certainly hope that doesn't happen, but that is another possibility, is that Microsoft could kill off the game. What I'm hoping for is that Microsoft takes their unique talents, in which I'm not a Microsoft fanboy by any means, but they do have some innate talents that could really allow the game to become so much more than it is. Now there are people that are going to argue that they don't want that influence in the game. They want what they've got. And you've got Minecraft version 1.8 that is pure Mojang, and that will never change. So if you want the pure Mojang experience, then 1.8 is feature complete for you. I think going forward, though, that Microsoft could do some great things for the game, specifically with getting a lot more eyes into the code and finding ways of optimizing the code, and then also finding ways of adding unique things into the game. So, as much as I really want to hate Microsoft at this point, I can't right now, because first off, they haven't proven to me that they're going to do anything wrong. Now, they have a history of doing things poorly, of making poor decisions, doing things wrong. They have a history of that, do not get me wrong. But as of yet, they haven't done anything wrong with regard to Minecraft. And so the best thing we can do is give them the benefit of the doubt and just wait and see what happens. And we're going to hope that they're going to be smart, that they're not going to do something that is going to make the community mad, that they're going to honor the spirit of the game as it sits, and that they're going to make it better. And I think if we look at it in that sense, and we look at it as a potential for growth, then there's a lot of potential right now with this Microsoft buyout. Um, I will not hide my feelings. I do not like it. I'm not happy about the idea, mainly because it's change, and change scares me, just like it scares a lot of people. The idea that someone other than Mojang is going to be in control of this game. But when we look at it in a broader sense, I think that there's a great potential here for Microsoft to take an already amazing game and make it better. And if they can do that, my hat's off to them. I certainly do feel that way. Um, Obviously, there's a lot of hate towards Notch right now, and in some ways, I feel that that's justified. And in some ways, I don't. It's a difficult thing. In some ways, I feel that it's justified because from the facts as we understand them, which could be very wrong, but the facts as we understand them is that this was something that Notch was pushing for. This was something that Notch wanted. It wasn't necessarily the development team wanted it, but Notch wanted it. Now, again, we don't know the facts. We weren't in that room when that decision was made. This could have been a mutual thing, and to be honest, I can see if the Mojang team was all involved, I could see how they would really like this idea. The opportunity, we sell the company, and you know what? Everyone that has a share in the company makes a lot of money. Notch posted a video and said it's not about money. While I want to believe him, I personally believe that everything comes down to money at a certain point. You know, you decide to get rid of a company. You know, Notch didn't give away the company for free. Okay, they negotiated a price. It is about money. Now, that may not have been his reason for selling, but money was a driving factor. We cannot get rid of that concept that the money was a concern. But according to Notch, he didn't want to be responsible for it anymore. He felt like he was sort of the guy that everyone screamed at when something was wrong, and he didn't want to be that guy. He never intended for Minecraft to be what it is. My thoughts are that, you did something really amazing. I don't understand the self-deprecation factor of it, of why you can't make a hugely successful game. I don't understand that. But then again, I'm not Notch, so there may be other issues going on there that we don't know about. I do believe that Notch did what he did for a reason. I don't think that he had a malicious intent behind it. I don't believe that there was things going on that, I don't believe that there were things going on that were nefarious in any way. I really think that he did what he did for a reason. I may not disagree with his reasons, but he had a reason for doing it. And, just going forward, we just have to hope that the decision that he made was the right decision, was a good decision for the company, for the game, and for the community at large. I personally hope so. I would love to see this game continue as it is, and hopefully with some really awesome additions from Mojang. Hopefully, I'm not sure why these are here. Hopefully that Mojang will come out. Hopefully Microsoft will come out and make Minecraft even better. Also, a big concern when we talk about Mojang is Mojang was completely cross-platform, completely written in Java. And that has some good points and some bad points. It's great because it doesn't matter whether I'm running Windows, Mac, or Linux. I can play Minecraft. At the same time, there are some serious limitations on Java. And so maybe this is a good thing because it's going to allow Minecraft to operate in more of a mode where, I'm trying to think of the right word for it, where it'll be more x86 optimized, which that has good points and bad points, don't get me wrong there. Or x86 optimized means it'll run much better on desktop PCs, but of course that ultimately brings up the question, what about cross compatibility? And that's really where I'm concerned with that. It's very possible that Microsoft could come along and, hey, we're going to make this game a lot better. We're going to increase its performance 10 times, which would be just unbelievably amazing, if they would do that. It's like, hey, we're going to completely improve the performance of this game. But guess what? We are porting the game to x86, specifically to a Microsoft proprietary technology. And then the problem comes in of, well, that's great, but now our friends on Linux can't play the game. And that's something that I really worry about, because I really do believe in open source. I believe that that is a huge part of the computing ecosystem. Is you can have a free operating system, you can have free Java, and that. Okay, sorry guys. My kids ended up coming in from school and started making a bunch of noise, so I had to mute my mic. But I'm just gonna finish up my last few thoughts here, doing a little voiceover. So to finish up, I really want to hate Mojang. I really want to hate Microsoft, but I can't hate either one of them right now, especially Microsoft. I don't like Microsoft, but they haven't screwed the game up yet. That may come, but they haven't done it yet. So the best thing that I can suggest is let's just wait this out. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, Mojang will, hopefully Microsoft will go forward and be good stewards to the game, continue to develop it in a way that benefits the community, benefits the individual user, and that may be true. We don't know, but should hold off on passing judgment till we see what actually happens to it. One thing that's for sure is that Minecraft will be around in some form or fashion for a long time to come. Whether that be in a legal form or an illegal form, the game will still continue to exist. The question really is will Microsoft do the right thing, keep the game like it should be, listen to the fans and the support people, and hopefully just continue to make things better. And they don't typically have a history of that, but we're going to have to see. This is a different Microsoft than what we are used to seeing with regards to the changes that they made internally. So just have to see how that goes. I'm kind of rambling. I am sorry. Just trying to put my thoughts into some cohesive manner, which is very difficult at this point. But hope y'all enjoyed it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the Microsoft Mojang buyout. And, tell me what you think. Tell me what sort of problems you see. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. See you later.